What you can do with all of these, instead of telling what we call a moral story, which is judgmental, it's their fault, difficult to discuss, it's othering, you can tell a structural story, which is such a relief and so helpful. So instead of just dealing with the content, you're looking at the structures. What are the patterns of this person? You can diagnose structures. It's easier to discuss and tolerate differences. Oh, they're not trying to, if this was an operating system, they're not trying to just be controlling and not letting me, be free to create. They're a closed system. They need these things to feel okay about the job. I need a certain amount of creativity to feel okay about the job. That's a very different story than they kind of are controlling and I'm crazy, right? Is what people tell about each other in these ways. So I love that about this model. Okay. And you can create sensitivity to difference. David was all about creating sensitivity to difference to get some of the pain out of those human systems that he was seeing, day to day, first as a family system psychologist, which he actually did right into his, final years as well as business leaders and groups and teams. Builds empathy, gives guidance on how to connect and get heard and be heard, and creates psychological safety. And it limits othering. So we, instead of taking somebody's humanity away by deeming them as bad in some way because they're different from you, you can instead tell a structural story that's different from what you prefer, but something you can work with.